If you think you're going to learn a language in 7 days, you, my friend, are crazy. Loco. Majnun. That means crazy in Arabic. Hi there, I'm Sean. I'm a native English speaker, and I didn't really start learning another language until I was 20 years old. I had taken Spanish classes in high school, but I honestly didn't really pay attention. After taking general courses for my first 2 years of college, I decided to major in international relations because I wanted to broaden my horizons and learn about people from all around the world. I signed up for a study abroad program during my senior year of college in Jordan, and I spent about a year leading up to it studying Arabic on my own. I had gotten pretty good at Arabic during that year of studying on my own, and then after spending 2 months in Jordan being immersed in the language and the culture, I was pretty fluent in Arabic. I also developed a great passion for learning foreign languages, so after I got home from Jordan, I continued studying Arabic. I sort of refined my Arabic skills, and at the same time, I started studying Spanish, really for the first time, actually studying and learning it well. And then within about a year of that, I was fluent in Spanish. Since then, I've added Portuguese and French to the list of languages that I speak fluently, although I do have to admit that my French still isn't that great. En este video yo voy a cubrir 3 puntos que me han servido a aprender estos 4 idiomas nuevos. Number 1, be open-minded. Every language is different. Every language has its own nuance, its own strange grammar rules, and not everything is going to make sense. Your job as a language learner is going to be to embrace those differences. Don't try to fight them. Don't question so much. Don't ask why things are different. Just embrace it, accept it, and roll with it. Let me give you a couple examples of this. In Arabic, for example, they don't really use the verb to be the way we use it in English. For example, just to say I am, you are, he is, she is. They don't typically use the verb to be, it's just omitted. For example, if I want to say in Arabic, I am American, I would say, Ana Amriki, which literally means I American. There is no word am. If I want to say he's Egyptian, I say Huwa Mosri, which literally means he Egyptian. She is Jordanian. Hiya Urdaniya. She Jordanian, literally. Why is it like that? I don't know, that's just the way the language is. It's different than ours. In Brazilian Portuguese, for example, they use the word the, which is o or a, depending on whether it's a male or a female, in front of a person's name when referring to them. Let me give you an example. If I want to say, do you know Mateus? I would say, você conhece o Mateus? Which literally means, do you know the Mateus? And then if I want to ask, do you know Brenda? I would say, você conhece a Brenda? Which literally is, do you know the Brenda? Why do they put the word the in front of a person's name in Brazilian Portuguese? I don't know, that's just the way they do it. And your job as a language learner is to just accept that, just roll with it, don't question it so much. This is a big mistake that adults make when we're learning a new language. Oftentimes we question things too much, we overanalyze. Research at MIT suggests that adults overanalyze things when we're learning a new language. Think about it when you're a child. As a child, when you were learning English, did you question the fact that in English there are 3 different ways that you can spell the word there, each of which has a different meaning to it? No, you didn't care about that. You were just a kid learning the language, not questioning things, rolling with it, and that's the way you need to be when learning a second language as well. Don't question things. Be open-minded. Number 2, perseverance. Anything worth learning takes time. It's not that difficult, it just takes some time. You have to persevere. There are no hacks, there are no shortcuts. So don't fall into those traps where you see ads that say, learn a language in 3 months or 7 days or something ridiculous. There's no way you're going to learn a language in 7 days. If you think you're going to learn a language in 7 days, you, my friend, are crazy. Loco. Majnun. That means crazy in Arabic. It's not going to happen. If you're an absolute genius, you might be able to learn a new language from scratch in 3 months. But I'm not a genius, and I'm going to assume that you're not a genius either. Think of learning a new language like a journey, a process that you have to enjoy. You have to enjoy the journey and the process. And you're going to have days where you feel like you just suck, and days where you feel like you've regressed, days where your tongue is just not working and can't make those Spanish sounds. It still happens to me all the time. I'll be like, yo estuve en el restaurante, which basically means I was in the restaurant because I can't say the word restaurant properly in Spanish because my tongue just isn't working that day. That's the way it goes sometimes. I can't explain it, it's just how it is. Persevere, have some discipline, set yourself up with a daily study routine. I recommend, it doesn't necessarily have to be every day, but as close as you can get to every day, the better it is. I recommend that you study in the morning every day. Some people will tell you it's better to study at night because supposedly if you study before you go to bed, then your brain will sort of remember the things that you were studying and then even recall them in your sleep. You may even dream about them. And that might work too, but the reason I recommend that you study in the morning for the most part is because I find at least that my mind is fresher in the morning and I can also focus a lot better because I don't have as many distractions in the morning. That's just my personal opinion. Number 3, set goals. Set yourself a realistic, attainable goal. This is very important when holding yourself accountable to continue studying. And if you have trouble holding yourself accountable, find a study partner or even a tutor to help you along. Having a goal and holding yourself accountable to it is what's going to make you persevere on those days where your tongue just isn't working in Spanish, or you just don't have the motivation, or you feel like you've regressed. Have a goal, hold yourself accountable to it. Now, your goal doesn't have to be to master the language. I personally have been speaking Spanish professionally for, like I said, 7 years now, very fluently for probably close to 9 years, and I still haven't mastered the language. Don't tell anybody, but I'll probably never master the language because it's not my native language. So don't try to master the language, but you can set a goal to become very, very fluent in it. And if you're disciplined and you hold yourself accountable to that goal, you will get there within several years. I can promise you that. So that's all for this video. The 3 things that I really recommend you do when learning a new language are: number 1, have an open mind. Number 2, persevere through those difficult moments. And number 3, set goals for yourself and hold yourself accountable to those goals. Now, if Spanish happens to be the language you want to learn and you feel like you need a tutor for it, check out Spanish 55. They have highly certified native speaking tutors that can help you out regardless of the level you're currently at. If you're just looking to learn some basic Spanish phrases or some basic Spanish grammar, check out the other videos on Spanish 55. Those will help you a lot with that. If you like this video, give it the thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hasta pronto!